Good afternoon and welcome. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. This is the City of Anderson Board of Architectural Review. Addenda?
Just a minor one. It's not showing up on the agenda because they withdrew it. In your packet, there was an application for Caldwell Banker sign on Main Street, and they have withdrawn that. I expect it'll be back at a later date, but that's the only change. And it's already been deleted from your agenda.
Okay. Has the board reviewed last month's minutes?
Yes, sir.
Any changes? Do we have a motion to approve? Motion from Billy. Second from Mary Lou. All those in favor?
Aye.
The minutes are approved. We can proceed into the general meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Starting with old business, BAR 2615. So this is a two-step process. We're going to be looking at our regular review of aesthetics on this project, but they have also applied for what we're calling the daily bill. It is a certification for an exemption or I lost my words. It essentially freezes their property taxes for 7 years in lieu of the investment they're making, okay? We've talked about this in the past. It was in front of you, same issue was in front of you for Big John's a couple months ago, if you remember that. But we'll talk about that as we get there. First of all, I would like to talk about just our regular architectural review. Thank you, Billy. I'm sorry, I still didn't give you the time. So just talk about our regular review of the project. So the site is outlined in red here. You can see North Main running diagonally through the middle of your screen with Murray and McDuffie off to the left and right, respectively. Calhoun is running horizontally there. It's the intersecting street. This property is at the corner of Calhoun and North Main. Everybody know where we are?
Yes.
Okay. So, as I said, this application or this project was in front of you a couple of months ago. It received approval. They have since made some changes to the project, and that's why it's back in front of you. They were significant enough that staff felt they'd need to come back. The last time you approved it, and it included in approving the sign. So there are some changes to the signs on the building that I want you to consider too, and we'll do the same thing. This approval will be for the renovations of the building as well as the sign. Okay? The applicant is requesting approval of changes to last year's BAR approval of proposed renovations to the taxi building and preliminary certification for a special tax assessment, essentially what I just said, for rehabilitated properties. Because the building renovations and the signage are so closely linked, this application includes both. The scope of the work is as follows. Painting the building, pretty much none of those renovations have changed in this application. Signage, they've added signage to the Calhoun side of the building. Exterior cooler and screen in the back, those have some significant changes to them that we'll be looking at. And the pavement in the front now includes some faux turf areas, and as well as the planters have changed. So let's look at that. So this is the site. Again, Calhoun is running across the top of the screen, and North Main at the left. Again, the site with the proposed changes. You can see these faux turf areas here in front, and we'll see some elevations that are better descriptive of what that's going to look like. So this is the front and left exterior elevation. So the left side, again, is the Calhoun side. Really, there are no changes. These are the existing. Excuse me, these are the existing. Again, the right-hand side and the rear of the building as is. So the proposed changes here. Again, you can see the signage that sits on top of that canopy. That was approved at the last meeting, as well as the signage over here. What's different is this additional signage on the Calhoun side, you can see here, and this exterior, this back cooler and the screen. Originally, they did not have a roof on it, just the screen around the cooler. Let's go back to the site plan. So you can see that cooler sits in back here and the screened-in yard right here. That screen extends around the cooler. Okay? Again, this is the back elevation. You can see that screen while that cooler sits back in here, and then there's just a covered service area there. And this is the Calhoun side. So this is a straight-on front elevation. Again, there are some, they're hoping to bring in some old pumps to further anchor what it looks like. Looks like an old gas station. Sort of a bird's eye elevation of what it's going to look like. Again, these are the faux turf areas, and they're meant for more comfortable for people to play cornhole on, or just to sit around a table. Looking at it from the corner, other side. And this is the planter. The last planter was going to match what's on Church Street, but they're going with a simpler planter here. It'll be in this fog color. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the... It's this color. Here it is. Fog Acid Wash. And it'll be 48 inches, 36-inch height. Are there any questions? The applicant is here. Are there any questions of staff at this point?
Looks good from what I can see.
There are significant changes. They're in line with what was approved earlier. The concern with staff was you didn't approve the roof in the back. The colors pretty much stayed the same. There was the addition of that sign. The planters changed, and the site changed with that addition of faux turf in the front.
Well, the roof's going to be a black metal, 12-2 pitch, so not really very visible at all.
Yeah, I agreed. And with that color, it fades away. It doesn't come out at you. Well, that was the best. That first one was the best. There's the best picture of it.
And the sign on the side of the building facing Calhoun, it looks good. The letters are separate letters.
Sure. The applicant is here, would like to make a comment.
Thanks, I'm Dave Worth. Appreciate your time. So we think local butcher is what we'd like to say, but we're debating whether it's local butcher or live local. Does it matter what the words say at this time?
It'll matter with the sign application, and as long as the board is okay with staff allowing that change.
So it would be local butcher or
Live local
live local.
is what we're thinking.
What do you think?
Probably local butcher, but I have a partner who can't make her mind up. So,
Yeah. So we don't see an issue with it.
okay, thanks.
So just excuse me, Mr. Chair, when the sign application is made, that needs to be settled at that point. Yeah.
We're going to go local butcher.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the The letters are standoff type letters, separate.
They are, they're, hesitate to say, are they channel letters or are they just flat? And they're off the,
They're not channel letters, they're individual flat metal
okay.
letters.
Are they standing off the facade?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
2 or 3 inches.
Anybody have any questions or concerns? Comments?
The garage doors are changed also.
Mhm.
Oh, they are? I thought that there was glass in.
Previously, we showed there was a knee wall. Oh, yeah, with a knee wall.
Yeah,
Okay, so my apologies, thank you. So you can see these garage doors. It was a storefront?
It was a storefront with a knee wall on the bottom portion, and it's now changed to full glass to mimic a garage door. I don't know if they'll be operable.
they will be operable.
Meant to be what's there.
And they'll be full glass all the way down? Tinted dark?
I believe the city's,
Yeah, you should.
I think the city's goal is to see through them, and so you can see activity, and that's our goal as well. Probably we'll get a UV glass of some sort to help keep the heat down a little bit.
Okay.
But our intention is that you can see through it and see into the market of, you know, that you don't have to guess what's back there.
Do they require double pane glass for a door like that?
I'm sorry?
Do they require double pane glass?
So we're also getting, in addition to the Bailey bill we're requesting, we're getting historic tax credits.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to reuse the frames that are in there now, and it probably won't be double pane glass because it won't be thick enough to hold that.
Makes
Like
sense.
double pane glass, if we can get that past the National Park Service, then it'll be double pane glass, but I don't think it'll fit.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Billy, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, sir.
Okay, we need to have a vote, so you need to step out, please. Okay. All those in favor of approval as submitted? Jill? Second from Mary Lou? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And he can come back in now for the Bailey bill, right?
Yes, if we can have that, if we can just talk about the Bailey bill real quick while he's out.
Okay.
So the second part, as I said, is this approval or certification by you all of this project. The Bailey bill requires the Board of Architectural Review to certify the project. What this does is it starts the process, and they have to come back, they make an application, you'll see this project again later. They have to come back and you all review, or staff reviews the receipts and the work that's been done, and you approve the project, and that gives them their tax relief from freezes their property taxes for a total of 7 years. So with this approval, that 7-year period starts now, and they have 2 years to complete the project. So you'll see it within the next 2 years again. Now, the Bailey bill requires that the investment in the property equal to or exceed what the fair market value is. Fair market value that they listed was $450,000, and they're anticipating spending $600,000 on this project. So those are the goals that we'll be looking for, with that, they're under the $2 million investment. That, again, that gives them their 7 years of relief from tax increment increases, property tax increases. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand where we are?
What's the minimum improvement dollars they could spend? Is to equal the original value of the building, correct?
The fair market value of the building, that's the the minimum standard.
So they're planning on really exceeding that.
Yes, they are. Now, just so that you know, the Bailey bill is graduated so that the more you spend, the longer the tax relief is, right? So 2 million is the first cutoff. Anything above that, don't quote me, I believe it's 15 years. But they're not spending they're spending less than the 2 million, so it's going to be a 7-year. This is meant to encourage preservation of our buildings in the historic districts.
Don't have any questions
No, all over
or
town.
comments on it? We can have a vote. Can Billy vote? Since this doesn't,
Yeah, I asked Billy to step out for this too, because
Okay.
he has a conflict, again, because it's a
Okay.
project he's working on.
okay. All those in favor of approval?
Can I get, I'm sorry, who made the motion and who seconded?
Okay, we did. Jill and Mary Lou?
Jill and Mary Lou? Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Unanimous. Great.
Opposed? Passed unanimously.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Moving on with your permission to BAR 2612, that's 118 East Earl Street. So you can see East Earl Street running diagonally across the middle, well, horizontally across the middle of your screen. Again, this is in the CBD, so you can see Main Street sort of in the middle, Murray off to the left, and McDuffie off to the right. Does everybody know where we are?
Yes.
I think it's important to note Wren Park is down here, so there's some lots of public activity back here. This application is for a new projecting sign in compliance with Article 12, sign adopted on 8/14/2023 of the official zoning ordinance and design guide for downtown. So this is the building, and you can see the proposed sign would be mounted perpendicular to the face of the building right there. You can see what the sign looks like over here to the right. Okay? The applicant is present if you have any questions of him, or I can answer any for staff, and staff is recommending approval as submitted.
Will the sign be lit in any way?
No, sir. Is that correct? Oh.
We have the
Yeah, why don't you come?
Good evening. The folks that made the sign made it capable of putting 2 little floodlights on each side. You just, a little arm and a little arm. And we haven't purchased it, but it is a possibility that we have the ability to light it. And I have an electrical circuit inside the building behind it. But right now, we didn't plan on lighting it, and but we have the ability to if it's okay with the DAR.
What's your thoughts or comments about approving the sign with possible future lighting?
Yeah, I think it's fine with or without the lighting, you know, whichever way you want to go with that. I don't know that we would require it to be lit.
No, we don't require it, no. Any questions or any other questions or comments?
I have a question. The name of it.
Oh, yeah, it's ST Quality Electric.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
It's an electrical company that I own. I operate out of that building.
ST.
Quality, yep.
Yeah, it's hard to see from there.
Well, I can see it, I just didn't know. It looks like Saint or Street quality. So I was just curious as to what your explanation would be.
Any other comments? Do we hear a motion?
I'll motion to approve as submitted.
We have a second? Second from Michael. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Moving along with the board's, or the chair's permission, BAR 2617. So this is the Perks Car Wash. Again, you can see Main Street right here with East Greenville kind of curving right there. McDuffie is off to your right. Everybody know where we are? Great. Yeah. So this is going to be a little bit of an explanation. This application is for a new monument sign at the corner of North McDuffie and East Greenville. So it's going to be replacing an existing Perks Car Wash sign right here. This property is in the Central Business District, and the Central Business District does not allow monument signs. It's not an allowed sign type in the Central Business District. But this site is best suited for a monument sign. So there is a clause in the sign ordinance that gives both you, the BAR, and the Planning Commission, through a comprehensive sign plan, approval of alternative signs in the city. So this is coming to you as a comprehensive sign plan, right? So it's coming to you as an alternative to what's allowed in this district. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Are there any questions on that?
You have a picture of the existing sign?
I do not. I'm sorry.
It looks like a monument sign
It
to me
does,
when I look at it,
yeah.
yes.
The existing sign is a monument sign.
So-
Yes, it is.
That's-
And it's grandfathered in
Okay,
because it existed prior to approval of this new ordinance in 2023. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. I do have a picture of what the sign's going to look like. This is what's being proposed. It's very nice. It does not include a message board. The existing one has a message board on it. But we're very excited about this and what it looks like. Again, staff is recommending approval as submitted, and I can take any questions if you have them.
Okay, will there be any lighting?
I'm sorry?
Will there be any lighting?
No, sir. There was none in the package.
It shows, yeah, solar uplighting.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I don't remember that.
But it's just solar, it's not electric.
I don't remember that being noted on the application, so I guess will be solar uplighting.
Comments or thought on the sign and the lighting?
Is that stone?
It's a fake stone, yes.
So it's a 2-inch deep pan, and then I guess the aluminum is mounted to the face of that. Yeah, it looks like it sticks out 2 inches.
Yes.
Okay.
The building is a concrete block, if I
I
recall.
believe it is, yes, ma'am. But I don't have a picture, so I can't
I think it
confirm.
is.
And the address numbers are part of this as well? The 611?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's interesting that you bring those up. The address numbers are required by the sign ordinance at a minimum of 4-inch tall. And only monument signs can have cabinet signs, which are that pan that you talked about, but building, you can't put those on buildings
Mm-hmm.
per the ordinance.
Okay. I think it looks good.
Any further questions or comments?
It says hand washes. Hand wash the cars. It says hand wash.
Yeah,
Hand wash the cars
they hand wash the cars, yeah,
instead of a,
instead of a machine.
really?
They do both,
Yeah.
But
yeah. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve this as submitted.
Motion from Billy, a second?
Second.
Second from Michael?
Mike?
Second.
Yes. Any more discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimously.
Great. Thank you, Board. Mr. Chairman, moving on with your permission. So my apologies, that's where the sign's going to be located. So, BAR 2619 is 1309 North Boulevard. You can see North Boulevard running sort of diagonally right here, and then Boulevard continuing on down towards Anderson University here. East Greenville is in the intersecting street right here. At the hospital, you're catching the top of the parking garage right here. Boulevard Baptist right here, and then the Methodist Church is off up here. Everybody know where we are?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So the applicant is requesting approval of several items. A new color scheme and renovations of the gables and a new front door. So these changes are as follows. The applicant requests approval to repaint the entire exterior of the building. The body, brick, which would be the brick and the siding, would be Sherwin-Williams dried thyme. The soffit, fascia, and windows, gables, vents, and trim would be Sherwin-Williams alabaster. The shutters would be Sherwin-Williams tricorn black. The applicant requests approval to restore all gables to a more period correct 7-inch lap siding using hardy board, smooth lap siding. Gable vents will be kept original. Same hardy board siding would continue on left side of the building where currently there is exterior grade painted plywood. And thirdly, replace the front door with a 9-light door to match original side lights. The door to be stained wood in a walnut color finish. Original side lights would remain and be painted white trim color. Okay, so we'll look at all that here in a minute. Staff is recommending approval of the color scheme The changes do not adversely affect the perceived character of the building or the neighborhood. So here you can see the proposed color scheme, the Sherwin-Williams dried thyme, alabaster, and the tricorn black. And there's the building in question.
Are the bricks painted at this time?
They are, I believe. The applicant is here. Are the bricks already? Yeah.
Okay.
The bricks are painted. So you can see the proposed gable end right here that he's looking at doing. And this is the 9-light door. And that would match the side lights on this. Sorry. Thought I had a better picture. Yeah, it's hard, but the proposed door matches the side lights, the existing side lights that will remain. Again, the applicant is here, or if you have any questions of staff.
Comments or questions?
Very attractive. Like it. Love the door.
Yeah, I think it'll look great. What's the current siding reveal? Do you know? Is it like 5?
There's an existing sign out front.
Siding.
Siding? Oh, it's vinyl.
Is it like a 5-inch reveal currently, or 4 even?
Yeah, I think it may be a 5-inch.
So it's going, okay. Yeah, I think it'll look great. Is the chimney painted? I can't tell. It is.
Would that be painted the body of the color, the house, or the trim color?
We're planning to paint the body, so
Yeah.
it'll be the same size time.
Mm-hmm.
Will the gable be the trim color or the body color?
The gable would be, the siding on the gable would be the body color, and then the vent, and then the, of course, the soffit connection would be the trim color.
Mm-hmm.
Motion?
Jill makes a motion to approve as submitted. Second? Second from Mary Lou. Any more discussion, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carry unanimously.
Thanks.
It's gonna look good.
Yeah, it's gonna look great.
Nice.
And that concludes new business.
Okay. Does the board have any business they wish to discuss?
Can we discuss anything? I'm just curious what open seats we have and where we stand in that process as far as filling empty seats.
So we have the contractor carpenter seat that's vacant. Downtown has been vacant for a while. I can't think of, I think there's another one, sorry. All of those, we generally look at filling all the seats with one fell swoop. Well, any changes get appointed at the same time, and that happens in July, I believe.
Okay.
So there'll be a whole raft of nominations going to council, and they'll approve those, hopefully in July.
Okay. Thank you.
But that's a good question.
So
Yeah,
we have candidates?
we don't have candidates.
Oh,
We
we
have
don't
one candidate tonight, so I'm excited. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Again, Carpenter and downtown, if you have suggestions, I'll double check and see what the other seat is, and happy to see if we can work something in. But always open to, got any suggestions, yeah.
Okay.
Any other business comments? Do we have a motion to adjourn? A motion from Billy? Second from Jill? All those in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, board. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Looks good. It really does look good. I like that color.